science. We are the himbos, we are not bimbos. We are the himbos, we are not bimbos. We are the himbos, himbos, yeah. Coming gonna tell you how to do your hair.
Oh, hi, everybody. Welcome to the Himbos Podcast. It's your boy.
You chunked it because you
Not
pointed
good?
over there.
Point
yeah,
down. Okay, wait. I take it again. Here we go. Here I go. Ready?
You're right. Come
All right,
on,
okay,
you
ready?
can do it.
Okay, here we go. Sing. Go. Himbos, yeah.
We are the himbos, yeah. Gonna tell you how to do your hair. No, you got. It's like a side glance, like.
And that, got it. Okay, ready, go. One more
Gonna tell you how to do your hair.
time. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Himbos Podcast. It's your boy.
I'll take it.
All right, that one's good. It was like this. It's side. You're either good. Hang on.
Look. Look. Eyes. Point.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
We're gonna tell you how to do your hair.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Himbos Podcast.
There it
It's your
is.
boy, the White D'Angelo, Justin Silver, and the Granite Songbird, the fucking Stanley Kubrick directing this shit.
Look at that. I'm ready for connection. Yeah, ready for connection.
Josh Adam Myers. We are coming to you from Club Connection here, as always in the booth. The bionic bisexual Natalie's with us. Hi, Natalie.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you. Josh just gave me flowers.
He did. Well, it's post birthday.
It is.
I got you something else, but it's a monetary thing over
Damn.
here. I give cash. Guys, thank you so much for liking and subscribing on YouTube. You can do that right now if you're watching. Thank you for the 5-star ratings and reviews on iTunes. Keep them coming. Please keep screen capping your 5-star rated and review and send them to us in a DM. And each week I'll send one person one of those Retro Himbos t-shirts. Thank you so much for joining us at Patreon in the Club Connection VIP, where you get everything from bonus episodes, interactive Q&A, product reviews, playlists, merch, and even customized songs from the Granite Songbird himself. What up to the new patrons, Lindsay, Alex, Danny, Nicole, and Jared. Guys, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We have a good time with you over there. We are on a family episode today. Josh got a new air fryer. That thing looks like the Flux. It looks like the top of the time machine.
Wait,
from
say new air fryer again?
New air fryer?
No, say it the way you said it.
Josh got a new air fryer. What? Keep that in exactly the way it happened.
No, don't change anything.
Wait, let me do it like this. Ready? Watch this. Here we go. Ready? Josh got a new air fryer. That thing looks high tech.
It's one of the best, I think, according to Amazon.
I still don't understand how they work.
So,
And give me a little science music while he explains this, please.
so here's the deal. It's they have a box, and there are these weird little demons that are inside that cook it. It's
I think I need a different kind of music for that.
It's witchcraft. I don't know how it happens. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that it's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be healthy. If somebody that is a fan of this show can send me recipe easy.
Nick has them.
No, because he sent us that like Aussie guy.
No.
but
He's got like he's an air fryer guy, dude.
Well, why don't you tell him to text me back, because he hasn't.
Nick doesn't text you back?
Doesn't text me back.
Nicky
at
the
all.
Lat doesn't text you back?
No, Nicky the Lad does not text me back. I have to send him a double text like, "Hey man, what's going on, dude?" But yeah, I wanted to cook chicken breast. The first foray with it wasn't the best.
Good word.
The 2 chicken breasts I cooked, well, I cooked 3. They were cooked. Just I think I let them in. One was a little dry. The one that I ate, and I'm gonna eat another one for dinner tonight.
Is it a convection oven?
Basically,
Natalie?
it's a confection oven. Yeah,
Say that word.
confection.
Go again.
Confection.
Convection.
Great.
Convection.
I'm not a fucking 8-year-old girl making weird pies in her fucking bedroom.
Well, you're not a scientist like I am either.
But I don't know what I'm doing yet. And that's the thing, is that like I know how to cook certain things, but it's like I just want to streamline, because I had been eating.
You want to get organized.
So bad, dude. Like, just, you're doing sets here in New York when you're in town. A couple of the clubs have pizzas and shit like that, and they're just everywhere. You're always eating slices of pizza. You're always eating a risotto ball. You're always eating a calamari or something late at night. And then I get home and I'm a little stoned, and then I'll eat Oreos or I'll eat ice cream. Like I have McDonald's that stays open, so sometimes I'll get a McFlurry or get well, I really never get McFlurries. I always get the ice cream cone. But last week I went to 2 concerts, and both of them I took mushrooms at, and then I just walk home from Madison Square Garden and I go and get gelato, and there's this gelato place that I fucking love.
Fat fuck.
Yeah, but I'm not.
I know.
But I'm like, I'm not that I'm fat. It's just that for the amount of shit that I'm on that's supposed to keep you lean, like if it wasn't for that shit, like I would be a fat fuck.
Dude, I was on the road this past weekend, and I said it, like the hotel little snack corner that they have at the what do they call it? At the Marriott, the courtyards. I was just going off.
What did
Swedish fish, dude.
Did you guys eat late at night? Did you and Jay? Because Jay
doesn't eat all day, and then he doesn't eat that bad. It's more me. I'm like, I'll eat at the club. The club food is like shit. You know, it was like fajitas and things like that. Then there's like the pretzel bites and all the little dipping things, and you just like, you're revved up, so you eat those. We went out for like a nice breakfast, and then it's just like, there's just shit around. So I'm like grabbing shit, and then I'm like giving myself permission because it's like you're on the road, you're tired. So then like Monday comes, and I'm like, all right, I'm getting back on the fucking jam. And I'm like, ordered everything from Amazon for it, like turkey, sweet potatoes, right? Like just bodybuilder shit. I'm like, all right, I'll stay strict with this.
What kind of turkey?
Like I'll get like ground turkey breast.
Oh, okay.
I'll get like ground turkey breast, or like if I go to like therapy, like I'll go to Whole Foods. If I'm gonna eat steak, I'll get like the free. Like I haven't really I wasn't eating meat for a while, and then I started eating meat again. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna try to do it as like clean and ethically as possible because I love animals. But I get like I can't. Like when I just go pescatarian, I get like dizzy and shit, especially when you're like lifting like this. You know what I mean? Like I put the fucking weight on.
Yeah. I have 2 addictions right now that I know are thick. Like one is just eating sweets and eating what I want. Then I'll go to I wish I was having sex right now. I'm really not. But I will go to it's Oreos, man. I just found out about them and they're fucking good. Oreos and almond milk might be the greatest fucking thing I've ever. Like,
do you dip them in?
I let them soak.
Yeah, drown them and you turn them into a mud.
And then I'll pull one. Then I'll scoop one out with another Oreo. Eat that. That's been like. But I mean, my cupboards are completely bare right now. Like I took everything out, and the other thing is just buying random shit. I just get so high every time I hit complete purchase. I really do get high.
Oh, you have a shopping addiction
right now. Yeah.
Wait, can I give you I'll give you like a little cheat. Here's a good one. If you were asking me about protein powder. So
yeah, I asked you about that like 9 days ago, and you didn't respond.
I did, but you asked me a lot about it. It depends what you want to do. However, there's ones like there's all these bodybuilder forums where they're like, guys have like crazy sweet tooths and they're looking for like the healthy cheats. So if you take like fat-free Greek vanilla yogurt, right, and you stick it in the NutriBullet, and then you take Oreo flavored, and I can't remember the company that makes this one, but I'll find it. I'll post it. Oreo flavored protein powder, which tastes exactly like Oreos. You dump the protein powder in, you blend it up, and you stick it in it. You have like basically cookies and cream ice cream. You cannot tell the difference. Like all those healthy, and it's like all protein.
Well, thank God I got a blender.
You don't. You can cook it in the air fryer, dude. But no, there's all these healthy cheats. Here's what I'll do. I'll find out some like air fryer recipes because we have questions on like weight loss shit today. I want to get an air fryer too. I'll find out recipes. I'll have Nick give me some recipes because he's got great ones, and then I'll give some like sweet cheats. I'll put that shit on Patreon and I'll post it on.
I just want shit that's easy to eat, easy to cook. That is like I'm not getting sick of because the fucking
that's the problem. You get sick of shit.
The rice, ground turkey meat, and the Asian marinade that I use in it, and then just raw broccoli and spinach for lunch. It's like I know why I'm going to Cava more often. I now know why I'm.
Yeah,
going.
You need some flavor.
I've been eating that. I've been eating the same breakfast for 5 or 6 years now.
You know who's got it awesome? This is like Dave Temple's girl, where it's like they're into fitness too, and then they're into cooking, and then like figure out all this shit. The idea with like a whole production for cooking for something that's gonna take me like less than 5 minutes to eat because I just scarf down food. I'm like, it's not worth the production. So I have like a badass frying pan. I'm like, just throw all the stuff in. It takes 10 minutes to do, and then it's like that's it. But a chick who like is into fitness, or like a dude, whatever, who's like into fitness and cooks. There's a Instagram account called Fit Men Cook, and the guy is all about like healthy cooking, and the guy really knows what he's doing. Like he's gonna go a lot further than you and I are. But then he does like the meal preps. He shows you how to like organize your refrigerator, and it's like it's like an interest for people. It's like if you're into like you'll get into that kind of shit. Like you get something new, you get into it. You can get it just the same way you can get into the gym. You can get into like the nutrition aspects of it. For me, I'm more into like, the supplements and that kind of shit.
I'm into the stab my back thigh with a needle and,
me too.
and get in shape.
Me
if you
too.
didn't take any supplements, like how would you look right now?
We were talking about this.
Who's we?
You and me, because we were talking about like my joints. I'm aging like a dog. It started this past year where I'm like, every fucking thing hurts. Like all my soft tissue and joints. So if I didn't take like the peptides and then like the Cosamine DS, I would just be like, I would be frail and smaller. And then obviously like Test will just keep the muscle on you, which keeps you full. Right. So I don't take anything more than what I look exactly the way I did like 3 years ago. Cause I just started taking that. I was like, why am I working out? And like everything hurts more, and as a result, I'm getting like smaller and frailer. And I'm like, oh, because like your musculature is not the same. You're like, it's just as you get older, that's not producing what it used to produce. So I'm like, this is not healthy for me, right? And then what happens is, as your muscles build up, your joint, it's like it's like leaning on a door hinge. Like if you just keep leaning on it, the hinge is gonna break down. So it's like if I didn't take the peptides and the supplements I take for my joints, I wouldn't be able to be as mobile, which is certainly taking a hit also. And then if I didn't take the test, I would just look a lot frailer and smaller than I do. But I don't take it to be like bigger than I would normally be. Does that make sense?
Do you stretch?
Of course. You ask me this all the time. Yeah, and I do my yoga stretches, dude. I do like serious yoga stretches. It's like 10 minutes of stretching. I could take a rope on my feet and put my foot almost over my head and then put it to the side. I'm incredibly flexible, dude. I could do like full bridges on my back, like feet and then hands behind. I could do like a full bridge. Where
I bet when you go into doggy style, like you really get that butt arched. I bet he or she really has a good time.
She has a great time.
She has a good thing to grab onto and mount.
She has a great time. I arch my back. That's the other thing is my back starts to fucking hurt if I don't stretch it out.
I don't have back problems.
I don't know if they're problems. I think it's just like from working out for that long, it starts to take a fucking toll.
How long are you in the gym for?
An hour. You can either go long or hard, but you can't do both. But if you don't include the stretch, it's an hour. An hour of like lifting. But then there's days where it's like I'm just doing something small. I'm like, I just have to get in there so I can get it done quick.
So what are you doing for cardio?
No, I'm not now. I'm just walking around a ton. I don't think about how much, dude. I looked at my steps the other day. My average steps on a day is 22,000. 22,000 fucking steps.
Are you sightseeing?
No, Listen, I wake up. I take Brutus over to the pier. I take the dog. The dog goes out for like 2 to 3 hours a day, right? Then if I'm training dogs, we're just walking back and forth, going over. Like I go to the pier. I guess biking, like because I'll cycle here. Like I'm walking around all day. Like this is the longest I sit down is when we're doing this. I don't sit down, and I'm just constantly moving around. If I'm like gonna sit there and chill, I'll be like, oh, perfect. I'll just take Brutus back over to the pier and let him run around. I'm constantly out with the dog, dude. But 22,000 steps, it's like 4 hours of walking a day. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I love running though, and my knees are taking a hit. So I hope that BP 157 like helps my knees. I'm gonna start shooting it locally.
Didn't you say that it was working a few weeks ago?
Yes.
And now everything's starting to hurt again.
Because I didn't have it, and then I found it. That's why I got it. I couldn't. They wanted like $700 from the clinic, and I was like, I can just get this. I can find clean versions of this 100% legally and not as expensive because they do that fucking markup, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can get test kits, you can do all that shit to make sure all that stuff is clean.
Wait, can you get Anavar from a doctor?
I'm sure you can. Listen, steroids are legal. First of all, BP157, I'm telling you, is not a steroid. It's a peptide. It works for mobility, and it's got healing agents. It's a substance that's naturally in your body, and what it does is it provides blood flow to areas of your body that don't get a lot of blood. So, like tendons, joints, like the soft tissue, but not muscles. So it's basically like doing the same when you're going to get like stim, when you go to physical therapy, and a lot of stuff you're doing is just for blood circulation. So it's just doing that 24 hours a day, and it's healing you. So, yeah, but that's on a steroid. But I'm saying like steroids are not an illegal substance. They're on the banned substance list because I don't know how they expect people to be like superheroes and make millions of dollars in stadiums, but like, and they're not allowed to take things to just make them perform better. But the average Joe Schmo like you and me can, which is fucking absurd.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand that
I
at
don't
all.
understand why prostitution isn't legal. Because it's not like everybody's smiling at me like I'm a fucking.
Who's smiling at
like Lil's like
she likes
Lil,
you.
Oh, you're into it. Okay.
She's into it. She wants to be.
I thought it was like you dirty motherfucker, because I am.
You are.
But this is the thing. It's like, why aren't drugs legal and like what's the word?
Steroids?
No.
Prostitution?
No, it's the word for they're regulated. And why isn't prostitution healthy and legal? And then why aren't steroids? Like,
Steroids are legal.
And abortion. Like, why do you care?
Steroids are well, that's a whole fucking
but
political
why
moral
do they
issue.
care?
I don't know. You're not going to get. I mean, that's absurd to me. But I'm saying like steroids are legal, but they're just not legal for the people who need them the most. It makes no sense. What they should do is like, listen. I don't believe that anybody's competing on a level like that, right? And not taking performance enhancers. But the idea that it's like even something like BP 157, which is like a natural substance in your body that's helping mobility, and you expect it's like the fact that they have to do it in the shadows like that is gross. It's like, well, they're like, because there's the people who don't take it, and then they'll have an unfair advantage. But it's just like, well, then they don't need if you regulate things like that, and you're like. Like if they regulate things like that and they're like, okay, we can even the playing field a little bit, but it's like, stop expecting these dudes to like, go make you billions and billions of dollars and perform on a level like this and then make them have to like fucking sneak around with shit. It's absurd, dude.
I don't understand why, especially prostitution. I'm like, who gives a fuck? That's women,
you know what that is?
Women have a business in their pants.
I'll tell you what that is. And I read all about this. There's a great book called Female Chauvinist Pigs: The Rise of the. Can you look this up, Natalie? The rise of something culture, not like slut culture. That's not what it is. That's like not a good
raunch culture.
Rise of raunch culture in women. And I was like, and in that they discuss that, and they say like people think that like places like Amsterdam where prostitution is legal, they're like, yeah, this is a great book, man. This is an excellent book. But it's like it's sort of like the counter argument to like, what? It's no big deal. Just do OnlyFans, and it's sort of like there's deeper aspects to that. However, they were talking about in Amsterdam and places where prostitution is legal. You're like, no, that way it's safe and it's regulated. The percentage, it's like 90% of those women are like sex trafficked. So you're like, okay, well, this way it's like a safe space and it's like they're checked at the door and that kind of thing, but. It's sort of like there's so much fucking dark shit that goes into that culture.
All right,
so I'm telling you, that's why I think.
Sometimes you want to go and get a blowjob real quick at a really nice establishment. Like, I'm sorry.
I've never done that.
Really?
Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry about that. I'm wrong. Once, when I was in my 20s, I was so fucking curious. That I was like the excitement of like ordering like meeting a girl on some sort of like website, like some prostitution website, and then going over there, the excitement of that like really turned me on. So I ended up like seeing this hooker in like this dirty room in like the Pennsylvania hotel right across the street from the Garden, just because I wanted to get it out of my system, and I did, and that was the only time I ever did it. I've never been into it. They have to be into me, so I get off on them being into me.
First time I ever did it, I was in LA and I was subletting this guy's apartment, and he's out of town. He was gone for like 3 months, and I was all jacked up on coke, and I was working on Kardashian show, and they just reloaded my petty cash, so I had $1,000 in cash. And I spent probably $400 or $500 that night. And
of their money for the show.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I just got to replenish it with my own money.
I got it.
And I went on back pages because I was just I wanted to come. Like that's how you fall asleep when you're on coke. You come, and at least for me, it was always like just a jerk off until you get hard, and then you come, and then you fall asleep. And so I called Backpages, and this girl comes. She's like, all right, so it's going to be, I'm on my way. And then she calls me, and she's like, hey, just to let you know, I only have one condom. And I'm thinking it's a cop. So I'm like, why would we need a condom? I was like, don't worry. I don't know if we'll even need it.
I'm a nice guy.
And then and then I'm like, go outside, and I like hide in the bushes because I'm so scared that cops are going to show up.
Coked up, horny Josh.
And then she drives in a brand new Mustang, like when they started doing the old school Mustang look on the
Shelby's.
Yeah, and she pulls in, and then we go upstairs. She's cute Mexican chick, and then she like the blinds are down, and she's like all right, so it's 200 it's 200 for the hour or 150 for a half hour, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna need the full hour because there's no way I'm gonna come right away. And I mean, I give her the money, and she's like checking to make sure it's real. And I'm like looking out the window. I'm just thinking at any moment I'm about to get raided. And then she's like, all right. And so here we go. And so then she puts a condom on me. She blows me. And
with the condom on.
And then we start having sex. And then I come. And I remember, never forget, she goes, you have 55 minutes left. And I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, do you want to play Jenga? I got a Jenga in the other room.
Oh, you just wanted to be held.
So she gave me a back massage for like 40 minutes. That was great.
Natalie, you ever see a prost?
No, never
Ever
have.
do touche?
Nope.
Do women do that?
I bet some of them do. Absolutely.
Do women go to those like hand job places and get fingered?
No.
I was just wondering that recently if there's a female equivalent of that.
Can we look that up, please? Wonder if there is one of those. Natalie, if there is one, we'll get you that for your birthday. How's that sound?
Aw, how romantic.
Josh's hair is thickening, which is making my dick throb. I love a thick hair. I do the same thing, dude. When I started noticing it, once I started fixing it, every guy, like, I don't want to say his name. He's the nicest guy. Jay's best friend from, like, high school, or since they were, like, in kindergarten, I think, was at the club this weekend, and he's the best. And I was looking, and I was like, it was so just, like, sparse in the middle. And so I did the thing where I started like bringing up, like I was bringing up, like what I did, because then people like you hope they'll like bring you aside and ask, because you could just like once you have that information, it's like a great movie you saw, like you have to see that, because you know what I'm saying, like you know how guys go nuts about it, but you brought up the same thing. You'll be at a comedy club and it's like you can fucking fix that shit with people.
There was a guy at the stand this weekend that came out and complimented me, and I just noticed how it was so like thin here. Just like this whole like little pile right here.
Oh, they have, it's the pattern, dude. This pattern will be thick, and then behind it.
No, it was just thin here. It was like all thin here, and I just like I say to Oscar, the gay host, who is also wants to get a hair transplant, and he's saving money for that, and I say to him, I was like, God, it's like, do you ever like just, because I know you're losing your hair. We've talked about it. And it was like, you ever look at other people's heads and like just go, fuck, man, like, at least I'm not that. Or like, God, there's things you could do. He was like, oh, all the time. And then the guy overhears us and he goes, you talking about hair loss? I'm like, he's like, yeah, and I'm like, you can stop that, man. And he's like, well, I'm on finasteride. I go, nah, dude, that's barely scratching the surface.
You're fucking at war with a water gun.
Yeah, and then I said to him, I was like, and he said, well, I do minoxidil. I go, well, I mean, that's something.
What percentage?
But the problem is he's afraid of everything. There's all he thinks
they get the dick shit.
He thinks dutasteride has a lot of weird side effects. And, I just said to him, I was like, listen, man, I wasn't nearly as bad as you, but I did this stuff and it really worked.
But here, Robbie was like that forever. Like Robbie, when he was losing his hair, I was like, dude, why don't you just, he's like, oh, I'm nervous about my dick.
Robbie.
I'm like, Bernstein, who works for Gas. And he opens for me on the road. Very funny comic. But he's like, that shit was getting so thin. I'm like, dude, just try this. Like, what's wrong with fucking trying it? Like, I don't get the fear of like medications. Like, what's going to happen? Like your dick's gonna stop working, and what's gonna happen? It's gonna stay like that.
Well, you're talking to
what?
We're two people that our hearts are getting harder, and we're just like, who gives
Josh,
a shit?
I don't know, because listen, that's not true, and I'm being honest. Don't misrepresent it. Are you and I steroid junkies? Like I'm on like a TRT level of test, and then like supplements that are like so good for you to help like your mobility and shit like that. Like what am I on? Fucking cycles of Dianabol and Winstrol? Like you're not talking about things that aren't like
No, but there's
like
side
normal.
effects.
Of course there are, but there's also those are mitigated based on like blood work that you're getting, having it monitored, and you can adjust those levels. And presumably you're doing this with like an expert physician monitoring it. It's like people are just like they just shut the door on stuff, and it's like, why would you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? You think the same way I do with this kind of shit. I think, but I think when people are like, I'm not touching that, that's just bad. I'm like, that's ridiculous. That just sounds absurd to me.
Well,
know
the hair stuff I don't understand.
That-
I
but
can
that-
understand
there's
why
a-
somebody doesn't want to do testosterone.
Sure,
or
I
things
get
like
that too.
Nobody wants to poke himself with a needle, but the idea,
I
it's
love
just
it.
like the idea that they're like, you know, your hair's falling out, and it's like you can stop it.
Dude, when my shit was like falling, I swear to God, I got so BDD about it that like when I was talking to someone, body dysmorphia disorder, about it, I got so conscious about it. Like if you and I are talking, I would look at your eyes to see if your eyes were going up, and I convinced myself, I'm like, this guy's looking at my hair.
How bad was it?
It was where yours was,
That wasn't even that bad.
but I have thinner, finer hair than you.
So you could see your scalp.
Yes. 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 You're not going to... I thought you'd sing a tune. Okay, Josh. Shoot, we have a bunch of other stuff here. Oh, Josh and I are going to quit vaping. I have to tell you this.
Well, I'm quitting vaping,
I'm quitting
and then
too.
you've suddenly jumped on the bandwagon.
No,
of
I've
it.
been waiting for you.
No,
I'm-
don't blame me.
I'm not
It's like
blaming you. I'm not blaming you.
It's like
That's not a blame.
I've never heard you once bring it up, and then I said I got the book to quit vaping. You go, oh, I'm quitting vaping too. And I'm like,
Josh,
Jesus,
no.
let me have one thing.
Listen, Josh.
One thing.
Listen. I was like, it's so hard to quit vaping. I read the Alan Carr book for smoking, and it worked wonders. And I listened to it again, right? And I was like, fuck, this isn't working, because for every excuse about cigarettes, like they smell bad, this, and it was like, none of these apply to vaping, which is why. And then when you told me, no, they have one for vaping, I listened to it last night. I went to sleep to it, right? It's 5 hours long. I listened to it about an hour. That book is so fucking brilliant. Because they're like, don't quit. They make you fucking hate it while you're doing it. So they're like, do not quit early. Like, keep vaping. Like, vape while you listen to this, and it makes you fucking hate it. So there it is, Alan Carr, easy.
Yeah,
so
it
when
just
you
came yesterday,
I got it on audiobook. When you told me that they had that yesterday, I was like, thank God, because otherwise, what happens is I'm around it so much, even when we're in the fucking studio or like people out there in the lobby, I get like, there's no way I'm not going to do this or just take a hit from someone else's. So I keep. Dude, there's days where I'll throw 5 away and buy 5. I'm like, I'm done. And like, you can't make yourself stop something until you're ready to do it. And that book, he nails it in that, dude. He nails it. So I was grateful to you. So I'm gonna try to do this.
good for you. I'm gonna keep vaping.
No,
I'm gonna keep because I just can't. We have too much shit that's in common. I can't take it. I love you, but
Josh, you have a buddy system. here.
no.
buddy
I'm
system.
you know what? I'm gonna start smoking again.
Buddy system.
I'm gonna start smoking. I'm gonna start smoke cigars every day.
That's gross.
I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna do all the nicotine things because I can't. You quit. Good luck. Do you want the book? Because I'll just give it to you. I haven't even cracked it yet.
No, I like to do it in audiobook. I like it to lull me to sleep. Did we find out if women can go get their like visage dingled? What do we
It's
got?
like a little unclear. Hold on,
It's a little unclear?
looked it over this.
They don't
where it's
advertise
like-
on Amazon.
Not really.
Very
Oh, here it
blatantly?
is. There is basically there's a bunch of Reddits and Quoras. About
What is the
this.
female? Go down. What is the female?
But this is what I landed on.
read it.
this
Go ahead. now.
article
Let's
where
see.
it's like,
Ooh. Can you read that from the top now?
Yeah,
People wanna hear your voice.
it's long, so I'm not gonna
Just go.
read
What,
the whole
what was
thing.
the title of it? What was the title of it, please?
It was the hands-on way I found out what a female happy ending massage is like.
Oh, I guarantee it's not her.
No,
Go ahead.
she is a stock model.
Cut to the meat of it. Let's go.
So the answer is yes, that they can, and it depends on the place. And a lot of this is about like giving signals while you're getting a like full body massage. See, it's,
What idiot is not reading those signals? The key,
No, I
according
would
to
say-
veterans like Amy, a 32-year-old model actress who's had happy ending massages. Wait. A 32-year-old model actress has to go pay for these things? I don't know if I believe this. Happy ending massage in
it's
two
not about
different
having
states
to.
is clear but subtle communication. It's all about giving the right signals, she says. Yeah, opening your legs a little bit. What are the right signals?
You spread your legs and pee.
Not being like, I don't know. I would say that this is important because it's like we don't want random masseurs just assuming that this is what women want when they don't. And
Yeah. No, I get that.
So.
I was on vacation with this beautiful girl in Puerto Rico, and she went and got a massage at the spa, and she told me that the guy started like tit massaging her, and I went fucking ape shit. She was like, I was uncomfortable, and I was like, and she was a bit of a fucking. She was not a good girl.
You're like, I want to give you a tit massage.
A massage. I want to give you a tit massage. I've done that before.
A tit massage?
No, I like to give like a girl a full body massage, and then slowly like we do the whole like and then I turn it into sexy big exy. Can I get some sexy music while I say this?
I just like them to rub me.
Oh, I like to rub them. I like
I'm very
to rub
selfish.
And then I know you are. And then I grind, and then I start grinding in the back. I put like my little underwears on.
You got a date coming up.
I do.
This is in the
Josh,
6 months of this is the first time you've mentioned going on a date.
You know what? Thank you for bringing it up. I just totally forgot about that.
Yeah, we should talk about it. You excited? Is it already set up?
Yeah. Am I excited? No, I've been on a million dates in my life. I just haven't.
That's not the right attitude.
No, I'm looking forward to meeting this chick. She's cool. She's first of all, it was like a swipe thing, which I never do, and then like I never goes anywhere. And she had like a big pit bull, and she's like a personal trainer, and I was just like, there was like a Instagram thing, and I was just like, yo, I'm cutting the line here. What's the deal? And then we just had, and then then she hit back. I go digits, please, and I just called her, and then we just like got into like a fun conversation. She could take a joke really well. She's like, oh, I looked your shit up. I was like, fine, we'll go to the dog beach. Awesome.
What
And I was like, and I said, listen, I was like, no pressure here. I go at the very
First of all, you didn't say no pressure. You said no pressure.
No pressure. I said no
I'm
pressure.
going to take you on the duh.
Listen,
then maybe we'll go get some pho.
And I go like, and listen, I was like, listen, there's no pressure. I go at the very.
There's no pressure. We'll go get some pho. Maybe I'm going to take you out on the duh.
Pho, she might assume, is the soup. Pho.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but he doesn't say full words anymore.
I don't say full
he goes,
words.
He,
I abbreviate, bro. I'm an
he's like-
abbreviation guy.
He's like, hey, I'm Ja.
Chris Stefano thinks he did that first. I've been doing that since I'm 2, huh? Listen.
He got it to the masses way faster.
He got it to the masses, but I've been doing I've been fucking word shortening with DeRosa for decades, for decks. Listen, I said this, at the very least, we'll have a fun time. The dogs will run around and play. You'll make a new friend. We'll just have it's going to be a fun day. Like, no pressure on that shit. You don't know if the fucking stars are going to align, if you're going to feel like a connection.
What app?
Boom. What app?
Yeah.
You know which one, Josh. Shut up.
Which one?
Hinge. I don't have Raya. And what's the difference?
No. I'm just saying. I'm not making fun of it. It wasn't just to bring that up.
You always shit on it.
Well, I don't do well on Hinge at all. I don't do well at all on Hinge. I always just get they I don't know if it's because I don't pay for it.
I don't pay for it.
They send me like all the girls are like all frumpy and shit.
I don't know, buddy. Let me be honest with you, okay? I'm not trying to swing
You're
my
looking
dick here.
swole today, dude.
I do well on everything. I'm sorry to say.
You're looking swole, man.
Because I'm looking swole. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. Let us go to Himbo of the Week. This one really impressed me. This is Miss Nora. She is an 80-year-old power lifter, Josh. Holy shit. Go ahead. Watch this. Deadlifts 310. This is awesome. I love how supportive they are on the back. Look at it.
Come on, bitch.
Up. That's badass.
And she put the bar down officially
and
the right
she
way.
did. Yeah. Go to the next one.
She's wearing Rick Owens.
Is she?
No.
No, she's wearing Chucks. Let me go to the next one. There's a few of these.
There you go,
Squat. What's she squatting? 225 times 4 for 2 sets. I love.
She's bending over a little too much.
I mean, the fact that she's even bending over.
It's gonna hurt her back.
I don't.
It's a good rep.
Look at her legs, though. She's got some fucking. Look at that shit. She's got some horse legs.
Here's a funny thing. She's black, so she only looks like she's 60.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not. Those are more like good mornings, but still, man. Is there another one? I think there's one of her like benching. What's the next one? There's one more. Can you stop tapping your foot? Thank you. Appreciate it. Please. I love that she does it in the do-rag. She's adorable. She'll fuck us up, right? She's got that. I love her too. She's got that old black lady strength. She's like, boy, you talking all that mess?
I
She's
got
gonna
this-
smack my teeth out of my
I got
mouth.
those same wrist wraps.
Those ones?
Yeah, they go around the thumb.
Yeah,
And
those
then
are.
And then I have some
I have those
Waddies.
too. Those are awesome. Those are great, and I like the look. She's lifting these with. This is effortless. Yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude. She's got a little flare on the socks. Anyway, support. It's Nora Lifts Heavy. If you need some motivation, that is a fucking good
Do
one.
you hate people at your gym?
Yes.
Describe them for me. Let's talk about gym hate.
You ready?
Because this is, I would love to know.
I can't wait. I've been waiting for you to ask me. Let's go.
I would love for all the listeners out there to, because I feel like we'll post it either on a clip or a picture, like we'll do something. Because I hate like 4 guys, ponytail, Mexican ponytail,
Yeah.
all of his compadres, weird hat, tennis player,
Good use of fucking Spanish in that one, by the way.
Oh, dude. This guy, he talks to everybody at the gym.
Oh, the friendly guy.
But he
How's
wants,
your workout?
Oh, no.
That
But it's
guy.
more, he's every girl he fucking sidles up with, and he does like lame exercises, like straight shit vanity muscles that I just fucking, I hate this guy. And I hate him so
Can you
much
take a picture of him,
that
please?
I'll try, yeah.
Get one.
I'm not gonna, but I watched.
do it subtle,
but I
subtle.
watched Joey Swole. We're not gonna put it on here. I don't want to do that. Like it's out of.
We'll do it. We'll do a taste.
We need to get Joey Swole on here. I would love to have him on because
Get him on.
I love
him
his
up.
gym culture stuff, and I love the love that he has for the people at the gym, and because I hate influencers at the gym. Luckily, I think I'm gonna join. I think I'm gonna quit my gym and join Equinox.
That's the worst of it.
Yeah, but I just want a nicer gym with different people, or that Lifetime that's about to open up.
Oh yeah, Karen told us about.
Yeah,
that.
I think I'm gonna spend the money because I'm paying for yoga. I'm paying $180 a month for yoga. Well, but I love it. I love Moto. But I think it's cheaper if I just pay for the single use when I go. If I'm only going once a
You
week.
don't need a membership.
Yeah.
Here's the guy I hate. I've told you about this guy. Remember, how we post those videos of the guys who like they lift weights that are they can't even get them up, and then they just do these little jerky movements. There's this guy who does it. And there's like my gym's like an athlete gym, so there's people who really fucking know
I
what
wish
they're doing.
I wish I lived closer to your gym because I would go to that in a second, dude.
It's like there's the power lifters, there's strong men,
Yeah.
like, and they're men and women. The chick who's like she brought in a 250-pound, what's the boulder called? But it's a soft one. She brought it in on her shoulders, and I'll like work out with her. So they have strongman.
So I didn't
shit.
get a boulder. I just brought my fat nephew in. We're gonna lift Frank, do some reps. That's the gym. That's the gym in my lives by my. That's by my mom. The one that I told you about. The
Right. The one
Pure
that's like
Fitness.
yes.
I fucking and the girls are just drop dead gorgeous country Maryland chicks. Don't
Yeah.
realize how hot they are, or they do know how hot they are, but because they're fucking like LA 6s. But they're fucking Salisbury 10s.
Right.
Oh, my God, man. And I go to my gym. I got no hot chicks to look at. Everybody sucks. The only people that are cool there are the people that work there. Like, they're fucking awesome. I'm cool with all of them. They love me. Like, they watch my clips. They come to shows. They're all
that's
fans,
awesome.
dude. They're
That's
all
awesome.
fans. And I get recognized quite a bit. Thank you, social media, for fucking the posting the shit. But it's like But like it's like I don't hate it, but there's a guy that told I was on stage at the stand, and a guy was in the audience. I started talking to the guy. I was like, "Do you work out at?" I'm not gonna say it, but he's like, "Do you work out there?" And I'm like, "Yes." And he goes, "Yeah, I see you all the time." And I go, "Wait, who are you? Are you one of the people I hate?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "Who do you hate?" And I'm like, "Well, first of all, ponytail guy." He's like, "Fuck that dude. That dude fucking sucks. He wears the same shit every day, like for real. Like hopefully he has multiple outfits of it." If this guy, if a fucking lat pull down snapped as he was doing it when he was doing like skull crushers
and hit him in the face?
and he fucked up his face, I would. Oh man,
I'll give you my top 4. There's my top. Now if they were like the chicks doing that thing where they're like doing their influencer shit, they'd make them stop and leave.
well, that's illegal. It's like illegal at gyms.
But I'm saying like
they need to start doing that.
They
fully.
wouldn't. They like in my gym. It's so like, yo, you're here to like work out. This place is expensive. It's like
What do you guys pay a month?
I think it's like $280 now, but I get it on discount because I used to work there. I ran the boxing department there. But like they'd be like, no, we're not playing that shit here. Like there's like
Are you box?
I did for 10 years. What are you feeling? Ow. Ow!
Great job, dude.
Ow!
Great
Oh,
job.
fuck! I hit my elbow on the thing.
Well, we just saw how great of a trainer he was.
Dude, I've hit this fucking elbow 9 times. Anyway,
Your funny bone?
no.
You hurt your funny bonesies?
Like an attack.
Yeah, right.
Attack.
Yeah, right,
Shoulder
dude.
flip. Anyway, wait. So there's but
You got
they,
those new muscles. It's too hard for you to swing.
they'd kick him out. They'd be like, we don't play that shit here. But there's that guy I told you who's got like the most high tech wraps and gloves. He grabs weight. He's like,
I am science.
Josh.
Power glove on. I am going
Josh.
to lift this weight.
he's this 60-year-old like bald guy who's weird, and he grabs like 200-pound weights. And I swear to God, Josh, lifting them off, he fell over, and the weights just like went over and like hit people, and then he's like. Like that. And I'm like, dude, everybody complains. Like, get him out of here. He's gonna fucking kill somebody. There's him. There's the guy.
He number one.
He's number one. He's number one. I'm like, dude, like, don't do that shit near me. Like, he's just like, he's toppled over. He's grabbed
Yeah,
he's toppled over.
Well, we
dude.
talked about this one on the Mike Cannon episode, and I tried to say it in song, but unfortunately, Nat gave me a beat that fucking was 9 minutes. The 8 count was 9 minutes.
Hey, you saw he requested that one.
We got to get some music for me so I can do songs in the middle of the show.
I'll
We
get
got
it
it.
for
We
you.
got to find 3-chord songs,
Boom,
scoodly
boom,
doos,
boom,
little
boom,
doodads.
Boom, boom, boom. I got it.
Yeah,
I know.
Bam,
what you
bam,
want. I
bam.
know.
Oh, that's what we do. Hit it.
No.
Good.
No.
Do it. It's
no.
fun.
This was a half an hour shitting you on
Just
the
do
road.
it. Just do it.
Bam, 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 ba-na-na-na. Fuck you. Ba-na-na-na. You got 3 more.
Stop trying to lift weight that you can't lift. You ain't impressing nobody. Just do more reps.
Last one.
Do lighter weight and more reps.
15 seconds.
You're
That's
gonna get swole either way.
Fucking
You guys
hit
can shit on me all week. This singing bullshit is taking me to the fucking stars, baby.
There's that guy. There's the guy who doesn't wear deodorant, and he
Oh,
fucking
stinky?
stinks
We've
so
all got a
fucking
stinky,
bad,
yeah.
dude. I'm like, how do you not know enough people to fucking tap you on the shoulder? Like, do you not see this? Like, people, he stink, dude. He doesn't just smell, and I'll tell you the smell. It's not just sweat smell. You know the smell of like when someone takes their shoes off in your house, and you're like, yo, it smells like the color yellow. I want to say. Does this make sense? What I'm saying?
pee.
Dude, he stinks. He stinks like old underwear that like he doesn't want. It's like a gym bag. He fucking stinks.
You ever smelled a hockey bag?
Yeah.
That might
Like
be one
that,
of the
like
worst
that
to me.
smell. That smell.
Dude,
Yes, that
there's-
smell.
Every gym's got a stinky guy. I've got a few of them. We've got a couple homeless guys that I think live at my gym, and one of them is, and he is scary. He is.
Oh, he showers and shit in there.
No, I don't think he showers, but he's just a scary, gigantic black guy.
He just
that-
eats off the plates.
He is just this dude is fucking. He reminds me of James Johnson. He was a black dude that I went to high school with that got into a fight with a dude when he had a cast on and broke his face. He hit him with the cast hand, and the guy put the guy's jaw through his cheek. He was big. He was a big football player at Seneca Valley. Good dude. He's a good dude.
Sounds
He's-
great.
No, dude. He's defending himself. They tried to jump him,
Oh, okay.
and
That's a different
he
story.
and he fucking murked the guy. Stinky guy is at every gym.
Stinky guy, and then there's this guy. No, you know what? This guy's my top.
You know who my top is?
ahead.
Lesbian podcast producer. I hate her at the gym. Oh, lesbian podcast
What is?
producer.
What's she doing?
She's running and is self-conscious about her body.
Oh, I love you.
I love you too.
My number one. There's a triathlon club at my gym. So there's a track.
Let out the fucking let out the flavor before you start talking.
There's Whack
Oh
my-
man, my elbow hurts, and I'm just hold on.
There's the track, there's the bikes, and there's the pool. Now you would think that like some team in Colorado is smoking us because it's New York City. They've won like 12 years in a row. This triathlon club is like no joke, and it's like whatever divisions there are for that, they're unbelievable. So there's this one guy. He's older, and he doesn't understand like how the pivots and the fulcrums on the machines go. So if he's doing like a hammer strength thing, like let's say it's like a hammer strength curl, he goes wham, and he's slamming the fucking thing, and the whole like thing is shaking, and they have to keep coming out and be like, dude, you're gonna snap this thing off, and he can't. It's like if he's on like if he's doing like lat pull downs, like he's going like 3 inches and then the plates can crack and just slamming, and it's like mixed with his dumb fucking headphones that are just like gigantic.
I never
and his
get that.
and his fucking vocalizations. Ooh, and I swear to God, like I want to fucking smack him in the face with an Olympic weight. Dude, my blood boils, and like he'll be on something. I'm like, how many are you doing left? He's like, I got 3. I'm like, you got 2. Hurry up. Like I want to bully this guy and throw him in my fucking locker. Oh, I'm getting heated, baby. I'm getting fucking heated.
Chill
the
out.
Anavar. No, I'm into it. You want to box again?
You've already won the first one.
I'll let you win.
Sure. Did I tell you about my neighbor? Have I talked about this on the show yet? Like when the neighbor in L.A. Did I tell you about this?
Go ahead. Yeah, how you would be outside. And he's like, you're always like,
she's like, yeah. She was like, just shut the fuck up. I'm like, why? She's like, all day. This is all I hear. I'm like, that's not how I sound.
You must have shrunk a little bit. You're like, oh, that would make me feel so bad.
But I couldn't understand her because
how many videos of you do you think she has where she's like sending it to her friends, like, look at this fucking hand job losing my complex.
Oh, dude, fuck that lady. That chick made a 90-year-old woman who was a retired teacher, made her have to move out of the apartment, sued her to get.
Oh, you told me.
This is a crazy an actress. Fuck, I wish I could remember her name.
What's she been
June Carroll, I think is her name.
Okay, bring her
she's,
up.
She's this black chick actress. Done a lot of shit. Done a lot. June Carroll, put it up. She just looks like a cunt. I'm pretty sure that's her name. Come on, be it.
Be it. June.
Yep, that's her.
Oh, let's
that's
see.
fucking her. That is fucking her, dude.
Wow.
Oh my God! But look at her fucking IMDb credits. This bitch works.
What's she been
Big
working on?
ups.
What's she on? Hellstar.
Mindhunter, Dead to Me, Shameless. Like she works.
A lot of 1 stars here.
Yeah, but she works.
She works.
Looks.
She works.
But here's the thing.
Why does she live in a better place?
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Get fucking.
I've
up
leveled
your
up.
lifestyle. Level up.
I've leveled up, but she would do these auditions, and
Level up,
she'd be like, dude, it's 10 to 6. I think it's 10 to or 8. What is the time that it's like in the building that's quiet time? 8 to
8
10.
to 10?
Yeah, 8 to 10. And that's the thing is like during that time.
That's high grunt time.
Yeah, that's you're like from 8 a.m. until fucking 10 p.m. You live in a building. Like
do your audition.
And I think it's the same thing. Listen, I'm gonna say the same shit about us now after saying that. It's like you say to her, "That's apartment living, bitch. If you can't afford to buy a house, then you got to put up with noises. We all do."
It's a good way to look at it.
But somebody said that to me, and I
You're
was
right
like,
about
"Oh,
that.
that's
Yeah,
so right."
you're 100%
But
right
that's
about
the same thing. It's like, dude, we're working. I'm gonna contradict everything we just talked about. We go to a public gym. You pay for it.
There's fucking etiquette, dude. There's etiquette. It's the same thing as like someone. It's like cabs in the street who like don't pull over, and the guy's like, there's dog park etiquette. Someone brings unneutered dogs, and like they're like, why is everyone being like an asshole? Not like there's etiquette to every place you live in, and there's fucking gym etiquette. And it's not your equipment. It's not your place to be like breaking shit, slamming shit, and smell
Maybe
like a fucking pile of shit.
Maybe it wasn't the same.
Ooh, I'm getting heated again, baby.
Camera on me. So, himbo commandment number 4. Etiquette. There are etiquettes that we follow. We follow the etiquettes.
You follow the etiquettes. You follow. I'm writing.
Depending on what it is. Orgy etiquette.
I'm gonna write this down.
I'm going to a sex party, I think, next week. I'm excited.
Follow the.
Yeah, we got to come up. We got to start. Put it at number 4. I like that. Make that one number. All right, stop fucking growling. You sound like me working out in L.A.
Zoom in on that. There it is.
All right, Jesus Christ, you did not spell any of that right. I think you spelled Pollo.
I wrote follow. Is there a W in that?
Yes, you fuckface.
The Does that end in an L? Etiquette? I don't know. Okay, we have a listener question. This is a great one. Natalie, please. Is it too loud in there? I can read it if it's too loud.
So
I got you.
Also, we for everything we talked about. So I just want to just rehash this for everybody.
We're gonna rehash now.
Please,
everybody. This is
say the fucking word.
This is the rehash.
Not
time.
every time.
We're gonna rehash now. We're rehashing. I'm gonna get a drop for that. Rehash. Go, Josh. Rehash to everybody.
We want to. If you've quit vaping. Through the Alan Carr way, send us some messages. Air fryer. We need recipes. What would you call recipe? What's your way of saying recipe?
You ready? I'm so good at it. Ready?
Yeah.
We need. How was that? I can shorten a word to the point where it's so small. Like, watch, I'll do it again. Ready? In case you missed it. Everybody listen up. Really turn the volume up. Stop talking to whoever's talking to you. Ready? In the car, shut the fuck up. Ready? We need... There it was.
Pretty soon you're not even going to call it Himbo of the Week. It's just going to be like, all right, it's time for How.
Wait, you want to hear me do the intro? Nailed it. Go.
Let's
All right.
Recipes. Okay. This is a great one, and this is Kyle, who we love, who was with us at Moon Tower, and she was really heartfelt about this. She signed it. So
Wait, do I have to write her the song?
if you don't write her the fucking song after this message, I'm gonna kill you. You'll see my boxing skills legit. Here's what I'll do. I'll go to the gym. I'll time it so those 3 people are there, and then I'll come right in here, and I won't sleep, and I will unleash hell. I'll unleash. You didn't even hear that one either. I did it so good. Go.
Hi. First
Hi.
off, I've been hooked since the very beginning and love you guys so much and had such a great time seeing you both at Moon Tower. The podcast has become an integral part of my Mondays, and I feel like I've learned a lot lately. A lot already. Now, I'll try to keep this tight and not ramble too much. My name's Kyle. I'm a 33-year-old woman from
Time
Austin.
out. I'm going to try to keep this tight, not ramble. And now here is Immanuel Kant's The Age of Enlightenment.
My name is Kyle. I'm a 33-year-old woman from Austin. The last 4 years have been pretty brutal. In 2019, I spent a month in the ICU. My daughter died moments after birth. I've already dealt with depression, anxiety, and PTSD before that, and as you can imagine, it's only gotten worse since then. I've been heavy for most of my life, but it's gotten pretty out of control after my daughter's death in September of last year. I realized I was torturing myself with the weight gain, so I decided to get my shit together and start losing weight and get healthy mentally and physically. I got a new therapist and a gym membership and started intermittent fasting and focusing on CICO. In October, I started working out with a trainer. As of now, my routine is this. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, workout with a trainer, 30 minutes. Weightlifting and bodyweight workouts. 20 minutes on a treadmill at full incline, working speed up gradually week by week. Tuesday and Thursday, cardio, either swimming laps or treadmill. Saturday, aqua fitness, water aerobics with the old ladies. Infrared sauna 2 times a week for 40 minutes. I've lost 63 pounds since September 25th.
That's great.
But I still have 100 to go. I often feel discouraged because I have so much more to go, and I feel like I really fucked up letting myself get so heavy. I see other people who have lost as much weight as I have and look like completely different people, whereas I still feel like a whale. So my question is this. What do you do to keep yourself motivated, and how do you keep things fun while grinding? Is there anything else I could/should be doing? I apologize for this being so goddamn long and appreciate your time.
I
Much
should have
love.
made the
Let's
joke.
hear it.
I wish I would have known that was about to come out. Kyle, I love you. I love you. Kyle, look at me. I'm looking right into your eyes. You are a fucking beautiful soul.
Sweetheart.
And I'm so sorry you experienced what you experienced. But a lot of good's gonna come from it because you're in the right hands. These two, me and Ja and Ja, we do good.
You dude, this is what's
Yeah, I didn't know what sicko is
what's
either.
Sicko? I don't know what that is.
Let me see.
But whatever it is like, listen.
Is this what the
This-
gangsters get in trouble with?
This is-
it's Rico case.
Listen, this program is phenomenal, and at a certain when you're doing all this, the little tweaks that you make and what you do or don't do, it doesn't matter. Like there's so much movement and variety to this. So just on the physical level, there's that, right? On the emotional level, let me just say this. Here it is. What is Seco diet?
To maintain energy balance, calories in equals
Calories out. Yeah. Okay. So basically, calories in, calories out. That's like okay. I'm surprised I did not know that.
Wow.
That's weird, right?
You should have known that.
Wow. I can't believe I didn't. Oh wow. That's. I'm ashamed. I'm sorry. I'm ashamed. But that's every diet. It's calories in, calories out. That's everything. It's like, it's gasoline in a tank. You got to get that thing to empty. But as far as this program goes, this is phenomenal. I will say this. What do you do to stay motivated? 8 out of 10 times I don't want to go. 8 out of times I don't want to go.
It's so tough sometimes. Just like you're sitting around on a Sunday or on a Saturday or even during the week. We have busy nights. I want to hang out with the dog.
100%. It doesn't matter. You get smart feet and you just discipline yourself to do it. Like I hate waking up in the morning. You know, that alarm goes off, and I'm like, I got Brutus in there.
What
I'm
time you waking
tired.
up?
Now it depends. Like, if my sleep's been good because I've been getting Lunesta, so I've been like waking up at like 7:30, 8, sometimes 9. But like Brutus is there. It's so warm and cozy in my bed. I'm like, I could sleep another 3 hours. I force myself out of bed, dude.
I have been sleeping since I got the new bed. I look forward to it. I just changed the setting on my thing, so I have a mouth guard for my apnea and my snoring.
Yeah, you
When
sexy fuck.
When I wear it, I wake up. My voice feels good, which is great. Even with all the exercise and shit I'm doing to keep it like loose. But I just found out last night there's this thing on the bed that you can turn it on. So when you do start snoring, because it's like a sleep tracker,
It
on
tells
the bed,
you.
No, it moves the bed a little bit to get you out of that position.
The oxygen.
And I woke up today and my voice felt great.
Do you need it right now?
No,
What's
I
happening
have
to you?
indigestion when I do podcasts for some reason. I always eat beforehand.
There's so many times I don't want to go. So the fact that she's doing all this is great, and you can't beat yourself up. I have to say this, man. As far as like I feel like a whale, Jordan Peterson said the great thing, and it's like I'm not a big Jordan Peterson like chest beater, but it's like compare yourself today to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today.
That's
you
great.
have to do that.
That's great. He says that.
A lot of people
And
say
then he
that,
also
but-
says like Jews control the media.
No,
and-
he's not like that. But my point, like, we'll keep this on her. Like, you have to compare yourself today to who you were yesterday. Like, that's such a thing. Like, anytime people are trying to accomplish something, and like, this is so true in comedy and the arts. If you think about where you were 63 pounds ago, and someone showed you a picture of where you are right now, how you'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's the same thing where I'm like, I remember, like, if I look at, like, where I was 7 years ago when I first came back to New York, I'm like, I want to start acting again. I'm like, yeah, I was, like, on a show with, like, a fucking A-list. So, like, if I look at the things that I've done, and, like, day to day, you don't really feel, and you're like, oh, this could be so much better. I could have that, or I could have more money, or I could be fitter, or, like, I'm getting older. I'm like, you always move the finish line with that. And it's important to, like, look at where you were and where you were yesterday. And I don't mean just, like, directly yesterday. I mean, like, look at like 63 pounds ago, and like look at the momentum she has.
I
here.
mean, you're doing
This is
so
unbelievable.
great, like,
Unbelievable.
Dude, don't stop at all. You're gonna lose that 100.
Yeah,
dude,
she
you're
will.
working with a trainer. They
They know what they're doing.
You've got a sicko, which is something me and Justin didn't even know. Lekka, you're fucking up the club. Let's get rowdy up in this
She
club.
gets rowdy in this bitch. She takes the walls down.
Keep working with the trainer, so you can have that motivation. And I mean, dude, you're doing everything right. Like you've got a schedule, the 3-day-a-week schedule, 20 minutes of treadmill, getting
Swimming.
stronger, swimming on the 2 days off to keep your body and loose and limber, and then aqua fitness like you're a fucking 85-year-old grandma.
Come on, ladies.
It's all to like Enya. Sail away, on them GB, on them
Can I say?
GB.
I'll say this one thing though. There's something like when people go through trauma, and she went through a traumatic experience, and a lot of times people are the most motivated when there's like fear or something behind them that's chasing them. Like we all have that. As artists, we all have that. Athletes have that. Like everybody who's really motivated in doing something different or working hard, there's demons behind them. There's something chasing them. So it's important to keep your motivation and your goals in front of you and your fear behind you. But here's the thing, and this is true. A lot of times you can use positive things as a way of running away and escaping. And I did this. Like there were times in my life where I was avoiding certain things that I like just had trouble feeling and didn't want to deal with. And I was like, I went into self-improvement, and I was so hard on myself. I'm like, no, I have to keep doing better. And then you can start whipping yourself like you're a fucking horse jockey, and that's not fucking healthy either. So the fact that she's like, did she say she's in therapy?
Yeah.
The fact that she's doing that, like, it's important to realize that it's like, you don't have to do this faster. She doesn't have to do this faster. She doesn't have to do it more. She doesn't have to do it better. Like, they have that thing in AA where they say, easy does it, but do it. Like, easy does it, but do it. Which is, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, you don't have to lose another 50 pounds tomorrow, right? And I'm sure the people in your life, I'm sure they love you and care about you and are happy for you. And it's like, they love you anyway. You know, you're doing this for you. There's not something like, you're not like, there's nothing to run away from. There's nothing to run away from.
It's like you've lost so much weight. You've lost Brad Williams weight.
That is true.
You know what I
You
mean?
lost Brad Williams.
You've lost a full midget.
Where is he?
He's in L.A. But the 100, it might take some time, but just stick with it. You're gonna feel better. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah, and
I love that. Don't compare yourself to somebody today. Compare yourself to you yesterday.
Yes.
And as long as you're putting one foot in front of the other, Kyle, you're going to hit your goal. And if you get close to it, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
If you lose 80 pounds,
That's
great.
insane.
If you lose another 20 pounds, great.
Yeah.
It's just be consistent, watch your diet, enjoy your life. You know what I mean? I know it's tough when you lose, you've been through some heavy shit, man.
Yeah.
But look at the good that's come from this. I know it's hard to say because like this is what I do from losing Angelo is that I lost my brother, and it's like I was sad for years, and it took 6 years for me to deal with it, and now all the good that's come from it, and like it's just the jam and the 500 and all these, like, I'm a better person because I just followed what he taught me. So you're gonna come out of this stronger, more confident, sexier, and you're sexy now.
Yes,
it's gonna be great.
Yes, and Josh is gonna write you a fucking song.
Yeah, now that I know she dealt with this, I'll go home and
Josh
do
is gonna write you a song. Do it today.
What if she's like, I'm just kidding, I just want that song real quick.
Let us go to plugs. Josh, go ahead.
At Josh Adam Myers on all social media, joshadamyers.com for tickets. I will be in Jacksonville. I'll be in Wilmington. I'll be out on the road with Burr until the end of July. Toronto, I want to see my Canadians. I'll be there in July, and then I'll be in Montreal. And I have a podcast called The 500, where I'm going through Rolling Stone magazine's list of the 500 greatest albums. It rules. I love making it. But it's just fun me talking to famous people about their favorite record that's on that list. And 44 different arenas from July 28th to October 15th, the Jelly Roll Tour. I can't wait for this to start, man. I'm getting really excited as we get closer. So,
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, just follow me and subscribe to the Patreon. We're really doing fun shit on there, man.
Yes, patreon.com/himbospodcast. For me, it's at I am Justin Silver on all social media platforms. IamJustinSilver.com. I'll be in Wisconsin. I'll be back in Long Island. I got a bunch of dates coming up throughout the summer, so I'll post it on my social media. We'll post it on both pages. We always post it on our personal pages and on the Himbos page. Please check out my YouTube channel. It is linked from me and Josh's YouTube channels are linked from the Himbos YouTube channel, and it's himbospodcast@gmail.com to send in these listener questions, and we do give priority to the people on Patreon because that's how things work like that. And thank you for joining us up there in the VIP, Natalie
DeChico edits on Instagram, and watch Gas Digital Now on YouTube.
Thank you so much. And with that, wait, let me do my point again.
Oh, fuck.
Here we go. Don't worry, I have to do my point. Ready?
Take time.
I'm going to do it. Ready? I got to nail it. Ready? Natalie, give me a little close up here. Give me a little music while I do this. A little music? Okay. Ready? And with that...
Hold on.
Okay, I'm doing it. I'm going to take a while. And with that, let's go to a little philosophy from Josh. What are you fucking typing in Greek? What's the deal?
I'm trying to find the fucking thing. I forgot, man. Very tired today.
Oh, shit, dude. I got to quit vaping. Okay.
It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop.
That's for you, Kyle. And with that, we will see you all next week.
We are the himbos. We are not bimbos. 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 Himbo body. Himbo mind. Himbo soul. Himbo philosophy. Himbo fashion. Himbo fitness. Himbo